Hello everyone and welcome to Sunburned. Albino plays Ori and the Will of the Wisps on hard mode. Dude, one of my most anticipated games. I've already played it for like 3.5 hours on that file. We're gonna head over to number 4 here and play on hard mode. The most challenging way to experience the game. Give me that. Dude, this game is absolutely gorgeous, artistic, surreal, inviting, invigorating, enveloping. Yeah, just great. It's just so good. In pretty much every single way, so yeah. There's been like a couple audio issues. Like, it seems like some of the sound files got like bugged or corrupted or something, so like occasionally like a tambourine hit turns into a bang, like it'll do that. Sometimes it'll be loud, sometimes it won't be, but you know, it's not that often, and it's usually reserved for cutscenes. But other than that, dude, game plays like a dream. Mechanically, perfect. It's added a bunch of new stuff. It's really shaken up the Ori formula if you've played the first one. And really borrowed a lot of things from Hollow Knight. Good things, I would say. So it's just great, you know? That's right, we adopted the sole remaining egg of the villain of the last game. The big bird. Dude is just phenomenal. So excited. I thought Steam didn't release games like the night before. I thought, because I looked it up and it was like 10 a.m. Pacific, usually, is when a game comes out. But then, I guess they made an exception. Also, that information was like literally 8 years old, so it is from an article written in 2012. But I believed it wholeheartedly as if it were yesterday, so... But so I was very pleasantly surprised that I got to play this last night instead of just today, this morning. So I stayed up till like 3 a.m. doing that. Well worth it. Dude, it's just so good. You know, those of you who have been with my channel for a while know that Ori and the Blind Forest is my favorite game of all time. And after having played this one for like 3.5 hours like I have, this one is on a fast track to replace it. Because it, for all intents and purposes, a better experience. In like every scenario. Just look how gorgeous it is! She got like a busted wing. It's like a Finding Nemo sort of deal. Like the egg was damaged in the previous struggle. must cover. Dude, just, like, it's so... it just feels good to play. Like, you can see the elegance in, like, the flow motion of the... Just from watching it, but doing it is just so good. Just one of the smoothest games ever. Oh, they're just rubbing it in. You know they planned it. They're like, oh, that little bird that can't fly is coming over to the pier. Guess what we should do? Let's all fly in formation, LOL. Like how this doesn't wait. Dude, I'm shaking this pier so hard. You don't wake up? You are a stone cold sleeper. But yeah, you know, there's more to talk about when we like get to the actual when the game starts. Because this is obviously just the. I'm not even gonna say tutorial section because they don't really teach you anything. Just the introductory interactive cutscene, you might say. But like, there's a lot of gameplay changes, refinements. Some of them are lateral moves, some of them are for the best. Some of them are just like, I don't know why they did that, but okay. You know, it depends. We'll get there when, we'll talk about it when we get there. I don't want to get too ahead of myself. Oh yeah, alright, so we'll just have a, you know, trained surgeon implant the feather into your wing and make it so that you can fly better. Are there any trained surgeons around? Oh, this dude? Hell yeah. You have any prior experience fixing the wings of living creatures? I mean, that was dope, so like, he's a fast worker, we gotta give him that. It's time for us to fly. It's time for us to fly! This is the moment of truth! Oh, okay, we got stuck. We can glide like a little bit. Come on, Kuro, you got this! Did you hear the little static there for a second? Oh, yeah, it's really prevalent in, like, this part. Assuming that it's constant. You know, maybe it'll do it in different times. Yeah, you heard it there. Oh, there it is again. You know, it really puts a dampener on the mood. And then there's also like a dropped frame there that you just saw. Or like not even a drop frame, but just like the wrong frame in a place. Wah. It's like you've got this big, gorgeous orchestra instrumental setup, and then like every 30 seconds there's like a goose in the background that someone gave him a microphone and he's just like, ah! Like, who let him in there? Untitled Goose Game, Ori and the Will of the Wisps crossover? Most ambitious crossover of all time. Oh, see, there's like 8 of them right there. I hope they fix that. I mean, they should, right? I feel like there's not a lot of impetus to fix issues with single-player games that don't drastically affect gameplay. Yeah. It's like how the Spiral Reignited trilogy didn't fix anything. Even though those glitches were very much gameplay related. I mean, maybe they did like much later, but they sure didn't do it when I was... I don't know if they ever fixed them. I just know they didn't fix them within 3 months of the game coming out. Which is sort of like when you would do that. Actually, you would try to do it like within a couple days. If you actually care about your product. But still, you know, audio glitches aside, dude, that's gotta be so frustrating to hear. If you, like, made the score and you're seeing it get, or listening to it get interrupted by that stuff. It's weird, because I watched a preview of this. Because Game Informer did like a live stream for like 4 hours. I only watched the first hour because I didn't want to spoil too much of it, but I wanted to see what it looked like. Wanted to get a glimpse of what was going on. And I didn't hear any audio glitches, and they never talked about them. So maybe they just had a different build, and this was like a last-ditch sort of thing that happened. Or maybe I'm just the only person who runs into this problem, which would be really annoying. But the game's real open-ended, like right from the beginning. Like, the Game Informer people went this way, the way that I'm going, at the beginning. On my other file, I went the other way. Okay, well, I actually can't, like, go this way anymore. Never mind. But it does get very open-ended later on. Once you get, like, your staple couple of introductory power-ups, you can go to a lot of places. You know, you need the double jump, you need the ability to launch yourself off of projectiles, and then once you got that stuff going on, the world is your oyster. Yeah, small spirit-like container. We still got the ability point meter, but not really. Like, we still have the essence, but instead of building up enough to basically level up or get a skill point, you save it, and then you use it as currency to trade with NPCs that are now in the game. There's now NPCs in the games. That's what I mean, is like they took a lot of inspiration for Hollow Knight, because it's very Hollow Knight-y in terms of just like, oh, there's the Wanderer that you meet in a bunch of places. There's the person who literally sells you maps. Like, there's actually a map maker in here, too. There's people who sell you, like, weapons or spells and stuff like that. It's very, yeah. Like, it's all good. And then there's even, like, charms, too. Where, like, you can equip, like, these, passive abilities. And you can do, like, 3 of them at a time, depending on how many notches you have, essentially. And then you can increase how many notches you have, so you can equip more of them. Like, the Hollow Knight influence is real. And it's real good. Alright, need a keystone over there. And yeah, they've, gotten rid of the traditional Ori combat, which was just like, there's a Spirit Orb hovering next to you, and you just mash the X button and it does damage. Like, they got rid of that, that doesn't go through. And now it's really more melee combat focused. Like, we got a torch now, but that's only a temporary weapon. Eventually we'll get, like, basically like a light sword. And then you can also buy ranged weapons, like bows and spears used as spells that cost energy. Squawk, what are you now? Not a Moki, clearly. Not even from Niwen, are you? I've visited most lands near and far and not seen your kind. Come from across the water, maybe? Well, whatever you are, I'm Talk, a wanderer in these parts. The better parts, at least. I'm taking shelter from that storm myself, but if you're thinking of going further, you'll have to get through that spirit gate to the east. You'll need 2 keystones. I happen to have one in my bag, and there's another in the cave ahead. But acquiring it is a job for someone more nimble than myself. What do you say? It's like watching the sub and the dub at the same time. Don't let torch combat fool you, because when you get the actual weapon, your moves get way better and more versatile. Like, this doesn't have a lot of verticality to it, or flexibility. And there's no downward strike, which downward strike, very useful. Like, just, they've shaken up the core of combat 100%. And the results are fantastic. Alright, that still gives you help. They also changed checkpoints. So I guess some people didn't like the checkpoint system from the first game, which I liked it. Like, I even prefer it, maybe I would say. Where you would spend energy to, like, create your own checkpoints, and then otherwise, if you didn't do it for a while, you would lose a lot of progress. Alright, these guys are easy to kill, but not with a torch. And I died. Oh my god, dude, this is on hard mode. I'm so mad. Dude kills me in 2 hits. Get away! He killed me in... The first hit only did 1 damage, and then the second one did the full 2. That was absolute nonsense. I don't get it. I know how to kill him when I have way more aerial maneuverability. Like, when I can hover in the air and attack from above him, that's when I'm like, yeah, I'll kill this dude. Easily. But with a stupid-ass torch and no moveset to speak of, this is some absolute nonsense. Alright. Dude, you see him, like, pause? He's... You literally can't kill this thing! Oh, okay, I couldn't move for a second there. I guess I've... Oh, he's gonna die. Oh, he died. Okay. Yeah, the torch is a makeshift weapon and it sucks. Do not let that color your view of what you think the combat actually is going to be for, like, the other 99% of the game. Alright, that's some ore up there. We can't get that yet. But we'll need that. Because eventually we'll also get to, like, a hub world sort of thing. You know, consider it the Dirtmouth of, or in the Will of the Wisps, if you've played Hollow Knight. There's gonna be a lot of Hollow Knight references. Which, if you haven't played Hollow Knight, and you're interested in this game, you should play Hollow Knight, because Hollow Knight is one of the best games. Like, period. Get out of my face. Okay, we got the... Yeah, that's right. The keystone was the whole reason we came over there, so that's it. We're weaponless currently. I have no means to heal myself. That'll change, but we don't have it yet. Ah, you're back! And is that a keystone I see? Here's one more for your trouble. I am ever a bird of my word. Now I can continue my wanderings through Niwen's lost wonders before we lose any more. And you can carry on with, whatever it is you're doing. Good luck. Hell yeah. You got anything else to say? Keep your eyes sharp. Wind isn't the only thing that howls in this swamp. Oh, foreshadowing. Don't touch me, because if you do, I'll die. Oh, you see it! You see it in the background! What if you saw that in the background and then you never actually had to fight it the whole game? You'd be like, what was the deal with that, cameo? Like, was there a point to that? I don't... Oh, actually, we can go down here. Is there a reason to do so? The answer may surprise you. I did that exact same thing the first time I played this. Dude, developers, why did you put brambles down here? Do you see that? Why is that there? What possible purpose could that serve? That's just an FU to explorers like myself. Oh, it's time to run. Oh, it's time to get the hell out of here. Nope. No, sir. Dude, you have to do it. You have to do this, like, perfectly if you don't want to take damage on the way here. We'll get wrecked. Try it. That's right. Oh, yeah! Oh, wait, that actually did do a lot of damage. Never mind. We're cheesing him, but, like, I don't know of any other way to do this. Like, I feel like that's the only strat there is, but... The only reason I knew to do that immediately was because I watched the developers do it, and then, or not the developers, I watched the Game Informer people do it. And then, like, I was thinking about it, I was like, is there any other way you could do this fight? Because he can't reach you over here, and it's, like, very exploitable and kind of the point, I guess. But, yeah. I'm sure we'll be running into him again. I have not on my other file yet. I have fought one, like, legit boss on the other file, and I'm here to tell you that it's a really cool fight, and I think the bosses in this game are done pretty well. You know, it was very pattern-based and learnable, but in an enjoyable way. Alright, we need keystones. We need the ability to double jump to get up there. But yeah, so I was talking about checkpoints like literally 10 minutes ago. So they took out the like active create your own checkpoint thing and replaced it with just really generous checkpoint, like basically on every safe surface. So, you know, it definitely alleviates some of the punishment of repetition. But, and I also guess, like, you have less energy and life overall, it seems, like, in this game. In the previous game, you would get life cells and energy cells, and they would increase your thing by 1. Now they're cut in half. So you get a half life cell, and then you need to get 2 of them to do it, so you have less energy to work with, and you would use energy to make portals, mostly. Or save points. But then it's also the case that once you start getting more abilities, they get mapped to the face buttons, and previously you would hold B, if you're using an Xbox controller, to heal, or to do the checkpoint. So now there's really not a button for that, so they got rid of that system, I suppose. I don't know. I liked making my own checkpoints, but it's fine.
You are not like the others. The Shrieker, the Howler. In you shines an ancient light. The tree remembered. It knowed. It glowed. It has shared its memory with you.
Oh, we got Spirit Edge. Assign that to X. Because, you know, like the left face button. Now use the light. Oh my god, we have an actual weapon, fellas. No more dumbass torches. Look at my downward attack. It's so good. It's so good. And you can like combo. Look at that. Yes. It is everything. Dude, show me more of those like charging dudes. The one that killed me like 8 times. I'll destroy him now. That's a Sunburn Albino guarantee. Alright, also enemies tend to drop health a lot more now in this game. It's not guaranteed, but... Get. Yeah, nice one. Oh, they get lucky sometimes. Oh yeah, come on. Go ahead. I dare you to come over here. I'm waiting. Do it again. Oh, you're demolished. Easy formula to follow now. Alright, this is our first Spirit Shard. Equivalent of the charms in Hollow Knight. Get a new Spirit Shard. This one allows me to get, like, goodies from further away, like health and ability stuff. I mean, as far as the combat goes, like, from the first to the second one, you're still mashing X in this game, but with more flair. And, you know, you can angle it and do, like, cool combos if you want to, or you can just mash, it doesn't matter.
We Moki thought all the spirits had gone from Niwen. Got away, so long, spirits. You seek someone. We know a finder. The Great One. Great and Massy. Go to the Guardian of the Marsh. Quolok will help you find your way.
Oh, I'm a fine Quolok. Don't even worry about it, fellas. Hello. Alright, yep. The game's got new quests now. There's also side quests. And, like, you turn them in and, like, you get rewards. So it's, they're, you know, they ain't just for show. Oh my god, you annoying person! How dare you strike me? Try it again. Yeah, that's just a helpful combo for those guys. I feel like it serves me very well. Oh, you thought. I thought as well. That was pretty close, and I didn't like it, to be honest with you. Alright, you're gonna be looking at the map a lot.
It just feels so good.
Okay. I need double jump to do that. I need a slam sword to do this. I do not have slam in my other file yet. Just trying to give you guys an idea of, like, how long you have to play the game before you get certain abilities.
The light from the wells runs all through Niwen. It joins, it heals.
Oh, that's cool. Thanks for that. You can use the upper slash as, like, sort of a little hover sort of thing. but it's not that effective. But it has gotten me to like 2 different ledges that I otherwise was not able to get to. So you can cheese it that way if you're so inclined. Now I need to double jump to get up there. Do it! Let's fight! Good? You know, I am loath to say this. But you do sometimes want to treat the combat as if it is Dark Souls. Which is to say, methodical, not mashy. You know? Like, know when your opening has run out. Don't just, be spamming stuff. And you will just have yourselves a merry little Christmas if you do that. Oh, we can double jump now! Oh, yes, thank you. Double jump off walls indeed, too. This is one of my favorite spirit shards, but also raises an issue I have with this game, which is the fact that this was just a power-up in the first game. Like, you would do it, and then you could just do it forever. I feel like instead of this being a shard, you should just innately have this ability. Like, now, you can, like, run up and slide down walls, and you don't have to just constantly jump up like this, like you otherwise have to do. So just as a quality of life thing, I don't know why you took a power-up that was already in the first game and made it an optional passive, when it's just, like, an objective benefit to have, because it very much helps with, like, jumps and stuff. And also just, like, the visuality of running up walls instead of jumping up them, like I'm scrambling. You know, I'm an elegant creature. I don't want to be jumping up walls like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing, you know, so. But, you know, it's a minor complaint. It just seems like, with the shards, and that's not the only time that that's a thing. Shit. Nope, that's fine. Because you can also buy triple jump, and that's also a spirit shard. So it's like, all the, like, upgrades that we have here, these are all, if you're me at least, like, there's a notion, or an urge to just make all of them the movement-based upgrades that you remember from the first game. And then you don't even really get to use any of the, like, other ones. Because you're like, oh, well, I need sticky because I just like playing that way. And I need triple jump because I remember triple jump from the first game and don't know why that's also a shard. Instead of just being an innate thing. Did I already do this? Hey, look at the map. What was I supposed to do once I got that? I was supposed to come down here. Right, and then, like, pull that one lever. Okay. But, yeah. Triple jump costs, how much currency do we have right now? How do I check? I have 464. It costs 2,200. And, like, I don't mind it costing that much. I don't mind buying it. I just wish that it was just ingrained in you when you bought it. I wish it wasn't a shard. Yeah, enemies do contact damage, and that's not nice sometimes. That's always something that's just gonna bother me. If an enemy's doing an attack, Sure, and I get hit by the attack, yeah. Give me some damage, that's cool. But if the dude's just standing there like polishing his shield and I walk up to him, and just the mere fact of me being in his presence is enough for me to take damage as if he swung his sword at me, like, hell no. It's a dumb gameplay conceit, I wish it would die. I wish contact damage was a thing in the past. You know? Unless, like, the enemy literally has, like, spines on it or something, you know? I realize that makes, like, the entire franchise of Mario not work, but, like, you don't have to do it to every game. I just feel like games like this should definitely not have contact damage. Games like Hollow Knight. Games like, you know, Dark Souls doesn't have contact damage. You gotta get hit with a sword swing, baby. If you want to lose some of that sweet, sweet red bar of HP. Okay, we have done that. What is this? Oh, first keystone, okay. Dude, inventory. Dude, oh, dude, look at how the energy cells and the life cells, like, fill in this giant tree. That looks so cool. I have never visited this page yet. Because what's in your inventory is usually not that important. Alright, we got that. That's like we gotta bash through that, but with a power-up we don't have yet. This is done. So now we go back up. And, yeah, these will probably be around, like, 45-minute episodes. I think that's proof that you're not just trying to, like, milk an algorithm if you do a 45-minute episode. Some people do, like, 30-minute episodes. Like, you're pushing it a little bit. Some people do 20-minute episodes. Like, shut up. No one should watch your thing ever. It's like, oh, I'm going to play this game for 20 minutes. I barely got sat down, but that's going to do it. And hope you enjoyed. Like, share, and subscribe. Oh, the other... Oh, yeah, because now that we have double jump, we can get the one that's over there. And if you're doing 15-minute episodes, just delete your channel, bro. Like, what are you doing? Oh man, I'm on episode 63 and he's only halfway into the game. This guy really micromanages his time. So I think 45 is good. I think an hour is too long. But it's also the case that just... Ah, damn, I forgot which way. Was it supposed to go this way and then back up? I've done this before and I don't remember the order of operations. I feel like I go here first. It also depends on the type of game you're playing. Oh, I hate this thing. Just because it takes a lot of effort. It's not necessarily that difficult, but... Like, oh, I have to treat him like he's a boss with my whole... I'll only hit him a couple times and back up. You know, you guys could drop health and I wouldn't even mind. Alright, this was the right way to go, so I can get this half-life cell. Which pairs quite well with the other half-life cell I recently acquired, and now I have a full one. I want to juggle someone. You hit people with upward slashes, you can knock them off walls if you do an upward slash. That's fun. Oh, okay, I almost ran into that. Yeah, you can make your own fun with the combat. Don't mind me, platforming expert over here. Oh my god, another life cell? You guys are spoiling me today. Love it. That was a left slash, followed by an upward slash, followed by a downward slash on the ground, which is a different attack. It's like some kind of thrust. Like, okay, regular attack, down attack. I think it does more damage. Hello.
Are you a spirit? Then tremble, spirit. You stand before Mock the Brave. It is not very convincing, I know, but I am brave. Or I would be, with a trophy. A trophy like a howl skull. Or just a fang, if that's too heavy. I heard the howler fighting to the east. Maybe a dropped one?
Ooh, our first side quest. You got anything else to say?
Yes, a fang would make the perfect trophy, not a big smelly skull. A real Howl fang, gleaming and bright. There must be one close to where you fought Howl to the east. I will stay here and keep watch, bravely.
Yes, very bravely. I dare you to come at me like that again and see what happens. Yeah. And stick is also so good for like little things like this where like there's not a lot of room to run around, so you could just kind of hang on the wall. So it is very necessary. I mean, it's not strictly speaking necessary, but it's very comfortable. I will say that for sure. Oh, got that Howlfang. Quest updated. Yeah, you can see the quest details, and then it'll show you exactly where you gotta go back, which is very nice. I was literally about to talk about how platformers are my jam, and then that happened. That was some BS. But they are, though. Like, I am pretty excel at them, I can.
Ooh, a real Howlfang. None will doubt Mock the Brave now. This is for you. I am brave, but I am also generous.
Oh, we got some Gorlek ore. You definitely want to find as much of that as possible. It lets you upgrade your little hub town when you get there. Hub town girl. Always living in a hub town world. I don't know how the song goes. Oh, okay, never do that again. Dude, you think that they, like, go where you are, but sometimes they will follow you into there. Ooh, there's a little bit of a lingering hitbox on that down X as well. I like that. Sweet. Oh, so that literally, like, just canceled my side quest. I don't know why. If you ask me, there should have been a checkpoint, like, here, or any of these places. Try it. You can juggle them when they're on the ground, but if they jump and you try and up air them like that, I'm gonna use Smash terminology, they will not be juggled at all. Ooh, Reckless. Deal and take more damage? Absolutely not. We're playing on hard mode. I had that equipped on normal mode, and I noticed not any sort of difference really at all, but... You know, I like the idea of the shard system. It will occasionally, many of the shards seem like they're not that good or worth anything. Oh, we got regenerate. That's what we need. All right. And it's cool that you can like switch your shortcut function at any time. This is just the left trigger that I'm doing to make this wheel pop up. And then whatever the situation calls for, it does not... It does pause the game, never mind. That's really good. Dude, you could do it like mid-combat. Like, oh, I hit this man with my thing, and then I'm jumping up, and now let me just switch like my entire roadmap out, and then do some projectile stuff against the aerial dude I was just making a jump at. You know, the combat can have as much depth as you would prefer. Oh, it's 46 minutes. Now that we've done that, that's gonna do it for episode 1 of Ori and the Will of the Wisps. Stick around, it's gonna be a great series, because it's an amazing game, and I'm pretty alright myself. Like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at Sunburned Albino, and I will see you guys next time.